Oh, gosh. I can't believe I ate so much last night. I'll just have to cut back today.
Hello, Kelsey and Mr. Adams. My name is Dr. Clifford. Now, Kelsey, we took your blood sample to the lab and had it examined. Upon further examination, we discovered that your blood sugar level was above 120. Now, normally for people of your size and body stature, the average blood sugar level is less than 100. So, not good. Now, since your blood glucose levels have consistently been over 120 for the past few months, it led to you getting type 2 diabetes. Now, tell me, Kelsey, what was your diet and exercise like for the past few months?
Well, to be honest, I really haven't been eating the most healthiest foods. I tend to spend my time on the couch eating chips and cookies and other foods like that. I know I don't get as much exercise as I should, but that hasn't affected me too much, has it?
Unfortunately, it did affect you.
Oh, so what you're saying is that because of my ill habits, I've somehow gotten type 2 diabetes?
Yes, that is the case.
Oh, this is horrible. My mother had type 2 diabetes, but that developed so much later in her life. Kelsey, I'm so sorry. I should have connected the two. I never dreamed this would happen to you.
Alright, type 2 diabetes can be genetic. That's not always the case though, but it appears that it may have caused Kelsey to get it at an earlier age. That, also paired with her terrible diet and lack of exercise, probably led to her increased blood sugar levels.
What can we do to help Kelsey?
Well, this is a disease that Kelsey will have to deal with for the rest of her life. But, since she is younger, many of the health risks that diabetes can increase, the chances of getting, can be significantly reduced. Or even, no, never mind. If she starts now maintaining a low carbohydrate diet and getting lots of exercise, she can help maintain her normal blood sugar levels. You mentioned that you like potato chips. I'm sorry to mention this, but you're going to have to cut back on those. Potato chips are high in starch, and unfortunately, that's bad for your blood sugar. You'll also want to cut back in foods that are high in sugar, thus often high in carbs.
What? No sugar? But I love sugar. I can't do that.
You do have to cut back on your sugar intake, but you don't have to necessarily eliminate it. You just need to be aware of hidden sugars in many of foods that you might want to eat. You can find candies that are made of artificial sweeteners such as Splenda. You can find a Hershey's or even a Reese's candy made with Splenda, and then you can eat those. Also, you can use Splenda granulated sugar and also Splenda brown sugar in your baking. This can help satisfy your sweet tooth without getting your blood sugar way out of whack.
Wow, alright, this is a lot of information to take in, but I'll be sure to take what you said into consideration. I want to remain healthy, and I'm determined to keep my blood sugar level at a normal spot. Thank you, doctor.
You're very welcome, Kelsey. Also, remember to visit the doctor regularly so we can monitor your health.
I just went pee for the 8th time today, and I only went to the bathroom 6 times yesterday. It's just getting out of hand.
And you're not pregnant?
No.
Well, the this has been an issue with you for the past few weeks. Do you maybe want to go to the doctor to get this checked out?
I don't think it's that big of a deal.
Amanda, you've lost a lot of weight recently. I mean, you look great, but seriously, I think something might be going on. Have you been eating differently?
No, I really haven't. I've been eating the same foods. I just have been peeing more. But, I mean, I guess you're right. Maybe I should go get this checked out by a doctor.
Good. And then afterwards, let's go grab a shake somewhere.
Okay.
Sorry to make you wait. I just got back from my exotic trip to the Bahamas. Let's see, we have Miss Amanda Ray's here. Has there been anything worrying you lately?
Well, lately I've been having some problems with urination. And I've been losing quite a bit of weight. But I haven't been doing anything to lose weight. Not that I mind losing weight, but it kind of just doesn't seem natural.
Okay, we can run some tests for that. We'll also be taking a blood test to see if anything's amiss. Hello, Miss Ray's. I have some news to deliver. You seem to have type 2 diabetes. Do you know anything about that?
I know a little, but tell me more.
Well, let me tell you about the health risks that come with this disease. Being a type 2 diabetic, you have increased risks for high blood pressure and high cholesterol. Having high blood pressure and high cholesterol can lead to strokes and heart attacks. In addition to diet and exercise, I'm going to prescribe you to a diabetes medication called metformin.
What's metformin?
What metformin does is that it helps the insulin in your body to move glucose into your cells. You'll take this medication in my mouth.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but type 2 diabetes is when your body rejects the insulin it makes?
That is right. For those who don't have type 2 diabetes, your pancreas would normally create insulin. The insulin that your body creates should unlock your beta cells. When these cells are unlocked, the glucose that you get from your foods get inside these cells. It provides them with the energy that they need to survive. But your cells are not being unlocked correctly, and thus the glucose isn't getting in. These cells are deprived of the energy that they need to survive. Being malnourished, your pancreas works overtime to create more insulin.
Okay, I think I understand.
Good. So yes, you'll be taking the metformin medication, and you'll also be monitoring your blood sugar with a blood sugar monitor. Twice a day, you'll prick your finger with a monitor, and you'll get a drop of blood. You'll then use this monitor to see what your blood glucose level is at. Using this device can help you see how your diet and exercise affect your daily lifestyle, and you can change it as you see fit.
Okay. Wow, that's a lot to take in. But I think I feel better now. I mean, at least we know what it is.
You can do it, Miss Reyes, and if you have any questions, feel free to come to me.
Okay, thank you so much, Doctor.
For over 2 decades, I've been dealing with type 2 diabetes, and let me tell you, that is no easy task. I remember that my older cousin Jerry was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes when he was in kindergarten. It's called juvenile diabetes for a reason. So, when I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes in my early 40s, I thought I had it figured out. However, I quickly learned that type 2 diabetes and type 1 diabetes are completely different things. For example, people who have type 1 diabetes, their bodies don't produce any insulin whatsoever. That's why my cousin uses an insulin pump. But people who have 2 diabetes, their body still produces insulin. That's why I don't need an insulin pump. However, the insulin just doesn't manage to get inside my beta cells. So that's unfortunate. Excuse me, I think it's about time for my daily cup of tea. I always knew that the nerves in your feet could be affected when you have type 2 diabetes. That's why I wear these nice shoes. The socks, too. They keep my feet comfy, so when I'm walking around, I don't feel as much pain as I used to. They're specially designed for people like me, type 2 diabetics. I think I have the nicest socks in the whole neighborhood. One time, my cat Fluffy, oh, come here, Fluffy, got out my nicest pair, the purple ones with orange polka dots, and she ripped them to shreds. Leave, Fluffy. But that's not the point. The point is they make my feet happy. And if they're happy, I'm happy.
Action.
Hold on while I just go put this away. Okay. Did you know that the first observations of type 2 diabetes was from Hindu writings from thousands of years ago? I just learned that from my granddaughter. It was kind of cool. When I was younger, like 62, I used to exercise all the time. I really enjoyed kickboxing. Now that I'm 70, I've slowed down a bit. I'll still go on walks with my granddaughter and dog, but I don't kickbox anymore. I was really good at it. Then one day I stopped and never went back. It really helped to control my blood sugar levels though. I wish I had continued it. Through the years, I've had highs and lows with this disease. But I finally come to an understanding. I'm still not sure if it's genetic, but I was sure to educate my son and granddaughter on the disease, just because I don't want them to have to go through the same situations that I have. I get grumpy sometimes when my blood sugar is out of whack. I tend to take it out on my family, but I think they understand that I don't mean to channel my moodiness on them. But honestly, with type 2 diabetes, try and avoid it. I know that some people have an increased risk with their genetics, but there are measures that you can take to avoid it. One thing to do is to make sure you're healthy. Eat your fruits and vegetables just like your mother told you to do. Also, it's important that you exercise. I was obese for quite some time, and it was one of the factors that led to this disease. Then I shaped up. And you should do the same, but before you actually get the disease. At this point in my life, I have a handle on it, and I feel good about where I stand. Type 2 diabetes is a lifelong disease that I'll have, but I'm not letting it control my whole life.